What's up guys, this is DeanoGTO, and hot off the heels of the last video, we are back with the next one, and as I mentioned in the previous video, I want to build up a Ford Mustang, because why not, pretty much. Like, the Ford Mustang has always been a car I liked, so why not build one up? And let's just quickly teleport over to the tune-up shop, so I can just upgrade this car a bit, so it's got some speed, because, well, driving a stock Ford Mustang in this game is going to feel really slow. It sounds bizarre because it's a Ford Mustang and you would expect it to be somewhat quick, but, well, actually, out of curiosity, I'm just going to drive onto the road. Yeah, I'll be driving right here. I'll just, like, quickly, just do a quick, like, maybe race down the road here and just see what it sounds like and, like, what kind of speed it has, just so you can see the difference between before and after. So, takes about, I would guess that's probably about 9 seconds to get to 100 miles an hour. And let's just see how long it takes to get to 60. This is just me counting off in my head pretty much, so it's not pretty accurate. And, well, hang on, doing that again because I wasn't paying attention to the road, I was watching the speedo. And probably about 4.5 seconds to get to 60. So, not too bad to start off with, but let's jump into the tune-up shop and see how much we can improve that by. And also, sorry if the game like lags a little bit from time to time. That happens because, well, it happens honestly because, well, my computer is pretty decent, but I do have a couple things open in the background, and that's really not helping the situation. So let's just fully upgrade it here. Oh well, not fully upgrade it. Put level 16 parts on it, which basically means that immensely improves like how much power and stuff it has. Like, it went from having what was like 400 horsepower up to having 974 horsepower. And I'm just going to head back over to the main garage. But I have heard people say that the sound of the car changes whenever you do massive amount of upgrades to it. But I haven't really noticed that. Let me just like quickly sit here for a second. Oh wow, definitely spits a lot more fire than it did before. At least, and definitely accelerates a lot faster. It probably got to 120 by the time it got to 60 last time. And let's just take a wee shortcut across here. I know it's a race car, I'm taking off road, but screw it. Yeah, this thing feels significantly better than it did before. And let's just quickly get into here, and I'm going to do some visual customization to it and just see what I can turn it into. I would like, as I mentioned in the previous video, to turn this thing into somewhat of a homage to the Mustang GTR. But no guarantee I'll be able to do that there. So let's take a look at what kind of custom parts you can put onto this thing. So I'm actually going to start off with the back, because I'm really curious to know what kind of spoilers you can potentially get onto this car. I'm not really expecting too much, although it is a Mustang. Like, the Mustang is a pretty commonplace car. That's a pretty monstrous wing. Okay, so it doesn't actually have access to like a full-on like chassis mounted wing. If you don't know what a chassis mounted wing is, pretty much it would be a wing that's mounted to, instead of being mounted to the what's the word, instead of being mounted to the trunk, it would be mounted to the actual back of the car. So pretty much like a race car would have its wing mounted pretty much. And what's the difference here? I really don't see any difference there. I don't know, just change it. Screw it. Let's see, so I'm going to go with this one here because that's probably the closest to the one that the Mustang GTR had. And oh, is there no rear bumper changes? That's weird. I wouldn't. Huh. Still disappointing. There's no rear bumper changes. Huh. Let's see. So I guess I'll take a look at the diffuser then. Let's see. Wow, that's a pretty significant change. Jesus, what the fuck? That looks bizarre. Honestly, I kind of feel like I should change the color of the car to white or something, just so it's a bit more visible and you can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Oh Jesus Christ, what the hell? Oh yeah, I forgot that happens sometimes. And that's like one of the ones from like earlier in the game, the Razor one, of course. The Razor one's always popular. Let's see, this one here, Falcon looking one. This one here, I'm not sure what this is from, but it actually looks pretty cool. This one I think is from the movie. Honestly, that suits my purposes pretty well for now, so I'm going to just download that one just so we can see the where the car changes a little bit better whenever I'm doing like visual customization to it. So now we're hoping we can see this diffuser a little bit better now. So those ones there have no sort of color to them, right? Good to know. So I'm not gonna go for a matte diffuser. I've never really been a big fan of like huge, like mad, insane diffusers. So I'm gonna go with that one there because I've always thought those ones are a bit more realistic looking, and never really liked those sorts of exhausts. I'm gonna just go for the big bore exhaust because I just always thought those ones like pretty cool. And in terms of tail lights, I don't really think there's much you can really change. I guess we can make them a bit darker. That kind of reminds me of the Mustang GTR there. And whoa, pretty big bolt-on side parts there. You see that? However, that looks kind of strange to an extent. Hang on, let's just see what the front looks like first. Honestly, let's just customize the front here first before I do anything more. So, let me see. So that like exposes some like insides of the car, which is kind of cool. Let me see. So the Mustang GTR, I don't really think I had anything like that there, but I kind of like that, if I'm honest. Yeah, it has like a wee hole in it there. And the grill wise, nah, I'm not really a big fan of those. Let's see, so in terms of the front, I'm not really sure what those big black things are in the middle of the bumper there. That's just kind of strange look. I think I'm going to go with that one there, because that one probably looks... That's the stock one. This one here looks a little bit more aggressive than the stock one, I think. Not really a huge amount of change, but there's a wee bit. Let's see, and I know the Mustang GTR are a pretty decent sized splitter, so we'll go for that one. Let me see, is there any real difference between these? Yeah, it's just one had carbon fiber, one didn't. The Mustang GTR really didn't have any sort of, like, it really didn't have any kind of, like, carbon fiber really showing much on it. So, nah. And by the way, I'm not like looking at a picture of the car or anything, I'm just building this off memory pretty much. So, do I go for a bit more carbon fiber on the side? I guess it kind of makes sense to go for here. Because it kind of keeps in tune with like the theme of like the lower side of the car. Like the lower side of the car has like carbon fiber there, it has carbon fiber on the back, and it has some carbon fiber in the form of the splitter down here. And I think the Mustang definitely had some canards. However, they weren't as weird looking as that. It's pretty bizarre looking actually. Let's just quickly change this to the stock one, see if this gives me any extra options. Oh god, what the... See, that's disgusting. Why would, like, that's, no. No. Would never put that on a car. You slapped, you put that on a car. Let me see, so... Right, so putting the front canards on actually like, stops you from putting on certain upgrades, so let's take that off. Let me see, so which one we're going to go for? So, I kind of like this one, because it's a bit more smoothed out. This one here looks more like for show, whereas this one here makes it look a little bit more like a race car. So I'm going to go for that. And this one here, yet again, very showy looking. This one here looks a bit more like you would have on a race car, because it's kind of like, if you look at like an old school like silhouette racer, as an example, like if those cars have like big like extensions onto the side, because it's pretty much like bolt-on extensions onto the side of the car, because they had to like have a certain percentage of the car be the same as the actual original car, rather than being changed in any shape or form. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm honest, I kind of want to keep it like that. Like that's not completely blacked out either. It's just kind of like darker or darkened a bit. And the front or the bonnet is like the one thing I'm really not 100% decided on, because that kind of looks racy to me, because it has like the little holders and stuff on the front. If you look at that, like the pins and stuff. So I do actually like that, if I'm honest. I think that makes it look a bit more racy, so I'm actually going to go for that. And now I pretty much just make it look more... Actually, wait, hang on. How do we remove the wrap? Let's remove that. See how much darker that red paint was than the original version of the car. So that's pretty much, actually, you know what, that's pretty much perfect. Honestly, I think the real one may have been a slightly bit darker, but, well, it's not as if this is actually, hmm, honestly, I think that's probably closer, honestly. It was a really bright orange. That was the color for it. Shape changes. I always forget you have to, so it's so weird, you have to, like, save it every single time you want to. You can't just save it to the car, you have to save it individually to your stockpile, pretty much. And let's see, what kind of wheels do I want to go for in this car? See, I actually don't know what kind of wheels the GTR had. Yep, that seems pretty much perfect. I just need to quickly do some changes to the actual colors, and that should pretty much be that done. So, I think on the other car they were a bit lighter color-wise. However, it doesn't seem possible to, like, make them much brighter than they are. Actually, let's go with, say, that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Oh wait, hang on. Balls, I forgot the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with that one. Apply to all rims. Actually, you know what? I can just use the last one and just hit it again. I did it again. There it is there. And in my opinion, that's pretty much that done. So pretty happy with the way that turned out. Actually, it's actually not that far off of it, like what I imagine like a modern version of that car would look like. Like the one thing that's missing is honestly is like the canards, but I don't think there's any way for me to put canards on. I'm pretty happy with the way the sides and stuff look. Exhaust and stuff I think are pretty cool. Honestly I would have liked to have like titanium tipped ones, but as far as I can see none of these are titanium tipped. I guess carbon. That there is very difficult to tell. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to be any option for the titanium ones. And for wing mirrors, let's just keep the standard ones. Standard ones don't look too bad. Right, so that's pretty much that done. Now let's go and take it for a drive. I'm probably going to take it to the typical spot, take it to the hyperspace loop, because hyperspace loop is fun. And, well, use that there to test the car and see how it goes. So, teleporting, honestly, probably one of the best things I like to use in this game. It saves so much time. Just like, honestly, first thing you should probably do in this game if you're starting up a new, like, save game of it, go and find all of the gas stations straight off the bat. Because if you do that, it's going to make the game so much easier to, like, play it through, because you can teleport missions stuff you want to go to, or teleport near them. Because, well, like if you want to go to certain like shops and stuff like that there, and like buy certain cars, like you can go find the shops and stuff like that there, and you can like just teleport straight to them rather than having to like. Actually, wait, no, I think you can actually teleport to the shops themselves, so that's actually kind of redundant. But yeah, let's take this thing for a drive and see how it goes. So I am not doing that. That can go and fuck itself. So I want 398,000 currency. Not sure. Is it dollars in this game? I'm actually not sure. Speed points or something. I don't know. I love how much flames like just shoot out of the back exhaust. That's awesome. So far, this car actually doesn't handle. Like, that's actually really not too bad. It actually handles pretty well. Given that I'm going like 140 miles an hour, and it actually accelerates pretty damn well as well. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed by this car. Oh my god, this thing handles really nicely. Okay, this has been a surprise. I swear, if I managed to lap faster than I was doing in my Lamborghini, I'd be pissed. Because the Lamborghini cost like double the amount this thing did. This thing is not slow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I hit the buggy spot. Right, so I'm not gonna find out just how quick this thing is on this particular run. I might do one more run after this here just to see. But this is actually a really nice car to drive. I'm genuinely surprised. This is actually a really nice car to drive. It's definitely better than the Mustang was in like Most Wanted 2005. The Most Wanted 2005 Mustang was a pig. It was completely, it was just shit, if I'm honest. Like, it just handled like garbage and had no speed. But this thing here is actually, I'm impressed. I'll say that. Like, I didn't expect this thing to handle as reliably as it does. And it just has no issue with building up its speed again. Bear in mind, this is with level 16 parts. My Lamborghini with level 18 parts, I'm really not far off. Like level 18 parts with no like overall brand bonus was not far off faster than this. Now, personally, I think I prefer the way the Lamborghini looks because, oh my god, even with the wreck, that was faster than most of my original runs with the Lambo. Okay, that either says one of two things: either I've gotten a lot better at this track, which is kind of likely, or two, this car is a lot better than I anticipated. And also, oh, that's right, I can actually upgrade. Oh yeah, that's right, I can just equip new parts of this thing, so it'll get even faster. I completely forgot this thing is only level 16 at the moment. Even though I just mentioned it, I kind of had a brain fart whenever I was about to trade in that part. Just out of instinct, because I'm so used to doing it, because I've been doing it for the last like 2 hours flat. Well, not 2 hours, like, I'd probably say I've been doing it for about an hour, just grinding credits. And I've just been like trading in all the stuff and trying to get some part tokens saved up. But I used a bunch of them trying to get like the last like part outlaw for the Lambo, and I eventually did it, which I was really happy about. And yeah, let's see. Like that Huracan really seems to be inspired by the Sesto Elemento. It just kind of looks like it could be a Sesto Elemento, like just with a Huracan instead of a Gallardo. By the way, if you don't know, the Sesto Elemento is like a special edition version of the Gallardo. It's got a different name and stuff. It was essentially a Gallardo chassis, but highly modified and tuned and stuff to basically be a track monster. As far as I'm aware, that car wasn't even legal to drive on the road. But yeah, so far, we're actually really happy that I got this car. I actually really have expected this car to be a massive disappointment. But honestly, I would say this car, like, if you want a race car to just like do you the entire way through the game in this game, this is probably not a bad shout. Because, well, it's over reliable, it's a Mustang, like, Mustangs you would expect to be good in just 9 games out of 10. It's very rare that a Mustang in a game is terrible. Well, Most Wanted 2005 being the main exception. Well, being the main example, if I'm honest. Because Most Wanted 2005, like, no one drove the Mustang deliberately unless they got it from the Blacklist Racer. Oh my god, I think it's possible I lapped this in under 2 minutes. Now, if you watched my last video, you will have seen that my laps in the Lamborghini were not much under 2 minutes most of the time. There were times where we were getting down into the 1 minute 50 region. However, oh my god, this car might be better than my Lamborghini. I spent so many credits. God damn it! Of course I get a car later that's better. Ah, fuck's sake. Screw me. Apparently. The thing is, I was nearly going to buy this thing before I bought the Lambo. I'm annoyed at myself now. Really am. This car's awesome. Honestly, if you want a car just like to do you throughout most of the game, this is probably the car for you. It just looks awesome as well. Like, I really do love how this like design has turned out. That's pretty damn epic looking to me. Your opinions may differ, but I think that looks awesome. It really does remind me of the GTR version of the 2004 car. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section below, and let me know what kind of car you would actually like me to build if you have any requests in particular. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.